You say you want success. You say you want freedom. You talk about breaking out of the struggle, about changing your life, about building something real. But here's the truth most people never do. Most people spend their whole lives talking about what they're going to do instead of actually doing it. They wait, they hesitate, they hide behind excuses. And then they wake up one day realizing life passed them by. They realize their dreams died in the same place they were born, in their head. You stay poor, you stay average, you stay stuck not because the world is against you, but because you've built habits that chain you down. Habits that feed your comfort. Habits that kill your hunger. Habits that make you soft. You've got to understand something. Nobody's coming to save you. Nobody's going to push you when you don't push yourself. People love to talk about motivation like it's some kind of magic. They wait for the right moment. But here's reality. Motivation is temporary. Discipline is permanent. You don't need a good mood. You need a standard. You don't need perfect timing. You need relentless action. The people who win don't have more luck. They just have more fight. They move when everyone else hesitates. They build when others complain. The first thing that keeps you poor is waiting for the perfect time. You keep saying you'll start when it feels right, when you've saved enough, when you're ready. But that moment never comes. You're not waiting for the right time. You're avoiding the work. You're scared of failure, scared of pain, scared of being seen starting from zero. But that's where every winner begins, at zero. That's where the fight starts. The perfect time is a lie your mind tells you to stay safe. Safe feels good now, but it destroys your future. Every day you wait, you lose ground. Every minute you stall, someone else is moving. Someone else is hustling harder than you, grinding while you're thinking. I don't care how small the step is, move. Take the shot, fail fast, learn faster. You can't grow standing still. You can't win sitting on your excuses. There will never be a perfect time because growth doesn't happen in comfort. It happens in chaos. You want to know why most people stay broke? Because they worship comfort. They want all the benefits with none of the suffering. They want results without sacrifice. But pain is the price. Struggle is the test. You can't skip the process and expect the prize. When you start something new, it will hurt. You will fail. People will doubt you, laugh at you, tell you it's impossible. But that's the moment you need to keep going. That's the moment that separates the talkers from the doers. The difference between poor and successful isn't intelligence. It isn't background. It's who keeps moving when it's hard. Every winner you admire was once terrified, underprepared, underfunded. But they acted anyway. The longer you wait for the perfect time, the further you drift from your potential. So stop waiting. Start now. Even if it's messy, even if it's slow, even if it's painful. Movement is progress. Stillness is death. The second habit that keeps people poor is comfort. Comfort is the enemy. Comfort is the slow poison that kills ambition. It tells you, you've done enough. It whispers, you deserve a break. And little by little, it robs you of your fire. You sit there thinking you're fine because life feels easy. But easy is dangerous. Easy is where dreams die. Every single person who changed their life did it by walking into pain, by embracing the discomfort that others run from. If you want to grow, you have to get uncomfortable on purpose. You have to choose the hard path daily. You have to wake up when you don't want to, train when you're tired, grind when no one's watching. You have to put yourself in situations that test your limits, because that's how you find out who you really are. You'll never know your strength until you've been broken. You'll never know your hunger until you've starved for what you want. You'll never know your potential until you've been stripped of everything and still refuse to quit. Comfort keeps you poor because it keeps you small. It tells you to stay safe, stay the same, stay soft. But nothing great ever came from safety. You want a different life, you've got to earn it. And earning it means doing what other people won't. It means sacrificing sleep, comfort, approval. It means showing up when you have every excuse not to. People say they want success, but they're addicted to easy. They want the rewards of hard work, but not the grind that comes with it. They love the dream, but hate the discipline. And that's why they stay broke, in their bank account and in their soul. Let me tell you something. Pain is not your enemy. Pain is your compass. It shows you where you need to go. The more something scares you, the more you probably need to do it. Growth lives in discomfort. Every time you choose the hard thing, waking up early, studying, training, working late, investing in yourself, you earn freedom. Freedom isn't given. It's built through suffering. You can't escape pain. You either feel the pain of discipline or the pain of regret. The pain of regret weighs more, lasts longer, and destroys everything. So choose discipline. Choose growth. Choose discomfort. The third thing that keeps people poor is fear. Fear of losing. Fear of failing. But here's the truth. If you don't take risks, you've already failed. You can't win a game you never play. You can't find your strength if you never test it. Fear keeps you small because it lies to you. It tells you that safety equals success. But safety equals stagnation. You stay in the same job, the same habits, the same circle, convincing yourself you're stable. But you're not stable. You're stuck. The people who change their lives are the ones who stop running from fear and start chasing it. Every risk has two outcomes: you win or you learn. Either way, you grow. But doing nothing guarantees one outcome: regret. You will never meet a fulfilled person who played it safe their entire life. The road to success is built with mistakes, failures, and lessons. You don't get stronger by avoiding resistance. You get stronger by facing it head on. You have to bet on yourself even when the odds are against you. Because the truth is, no one believes in your dream more than you. No one's going to take the risk for you. You either step up or you step aside. Taking risks isn't about being reckless. It's about being brave. It's about trusting yourself when everyone else doubts you. You've got to stop fearing failure and start fearing comfort. Because comfort is killing you faster than risk ever could. You think losing money hurts. Try losing time. Try wasting years being afraid to move. You can rebuild money. You can rebuild your business. You can rebuild your reputation. But you can't rebuild time. Every second you waste is gone forever. You think it's scary to fail. Try spending your entire life wondering what could have been. Try looking back 10 years from now, realizing you never even tried. That's the kind of pain that breaks people from the inside. Failure doesn't destroy you. Regret does. You can fail and rebuild. You can lose everything and come back stronger. But once you accept being average, once you let fear control your decisions, you bury your own potential. People think success is about winning. It's not. It's about learning how to keep going after you lose. It's about standing up when everything around you says stop. It's about showing up on the days you don't feel like it and pushing through anyway. That's how you grow. That's how you earn your freedom. Playing it safe doesn't protect you. It paralyzes you. Playing it safe doesn't build strength. It softens you. You can't build power in comfort. You have to risk being broken to discover how strong you really are. And let's talk about this. Too many people love to talk more than they act. You ever meet those people who say, I'm going to start this. I'm going to do that. Next year, I'll make it happen. They talk so much about what they're going to do that they start to believe they're actually doing it. But they're not. They're all noise and no movement. You can talk all day about success, but until you act, it's all fiction. Words don't build empires. Work does. You can't talk your way into transformation. You can't speak your way into greatness. You've got to do it. You've got to bleed for it. You've got to show up every single day and execute even when no one's watching. That's what separates winners from dreamers. Winners grind in silence. Dreamers make noise to feel better about doing nothing. You say you're hungry, prove it. You say you want more, show me. Because at the end of the day, talk is free. Action is expensive. Action costs time, energy, pain, sacrifice. That's why most people never pay the price. You've got to become the type of person who doesn't need to announce what they're doing. The kind of person who lets results do the talking. Silence is powerful when your work screams success. Every hour you spend explaining your plans is an hour you could have spent executing them. You want people to believe in you. Start showing them. You want to change your life. Then stop saying one day and make it today. The world doesn't care what you plan to do. It only responds to what you actually do. Most people spend years talking about changing their lives. They read every motivational quote, watch every video, get hyped up, and then do nothing. They love the feeling of motivation, but not the process of transformation. Transformation isn't a vibe. It's a war. It's a daily battle with your weakness, your fear, your excuses. And that battle never ends. But that's what makes it beautiful. Every time you win that battle, you take back a piece of yourself. Every time you act instead of talk, you grow stronger, sharper, hungrier. Now let's get to the truth behind it all, mindset. Everything starts and ends in your mind. Being poor isn't just about money. It's about mentality. You can have nothing in your pocket and still be rich in spirit. You can have millions and still live poor in mindset. The real poverty is a weak mindset, a mindset that settles, complains, blames, and gives up. If your mind is soft, your life will be soft. If your mind is lazy, your results will be lazy. Your outer world is just a reflection of your inner standard. You can't think like a victim and expect to live like a winner. You can't blame your past, your parents, the government. Nobody owes you anything. The world doesn't care about your excuses. Life doesn't feel sorry for you. You can either let your circumstances define you, or you can define yourself. Every excuse you make is a chain you wrap around your own potential. Every time you say, I can't, you're digging your own grave. You want to change your life. Change your language. Stop saying, I can't. Start saying, I will. Stop saying, I don't have time. Start saying, I'll make time. The moment you take ownership of everything in your life, the good, the bad, the ugly, that's the moment you take back power. Because when you're responsible for everything, you can change anything. The poor mindset says, I'll start when I feel ready. The rich mindset says, I'll start now and figure it out. The poor mindset says, it's too risky. The rich mindset says, the biggest risk is doing nothing. The poor mindset says, I don't know how. The rich mindset says, I'll learn how. That's the difference. Your mind is your most powerful weapon, but most people use it against themselves. They use it to justify laziness, to build excuses, to protect their comfort. They let fear control their thoughts instead of using their thoughts to control fear. You've got to rewire your brain. You've got to teach yourself to love the grind, to crave the struggle, to find peace in the pain. Because that's the only way to stay in the fight when things get dark. And trust me, they will get dark. There will be nights when you feel like you've failed, mornings when you don't want to move, moments when you question everything. But that's where strength is born. That's where resilience is built. That's where you find out who you really are. When your mind says stop, your body still has 60% left. That's the rule of life. You're capable of so much more than you think. But your mind convinces you to quit because it wants to protect you. Your mind loves comfort. It wants safety, not success. You have to break that barrier. You have to override that voice that says, enough. You've got to tell yourself, not yet. I'm not done. That's how you grow. That's how you level up. You have to fight for every inch of progress. You have to suffer through the pain of discipline, the burn of effort, the sting of failure, and still come back for more. The difference between the rich and the poor, the winners and the quitters, the fulfilled and the frustrated isn't talent. It's mindset. It's the ability to keep moving when every part of you wants to stop. It's the refusal to settle. It's the decision to do the work no matter how long it takes. That's the mindset that builds champions. That's the mindset that turns broke into wealthy, weak into strong, average into unstoppable. If you want to stop being poor, mentally, financially, emotionally, you have to destroy the habits that keep you small. You have to stop waiting for perfect timing, stop living in comfort, stop avoiding risk, stop talking without action, and stop letting a weak mind control your life. You have to get uncomfortable, take risks, act relentlessly, and reprogram your mindset to fight for everything you want. Nobody's going to hand you success. Nobody's going to feel sorry for you. Nobody's going to pull you out of the hole you dug yourself into. You have to climb out. You have to scratch, crawl, fight your way up. And when you do, you'll realize the climb was the best part. Because the grind is where you find yourself. The grind is where you build yourself. The grind is where you stop being poor forever.